Ladies and gentlemen, the moon ship, and last I left off, and I was getting a little further ahead here, the stand. I actually put two lights in it. One here to basically show a little bit of like an instrument panel, and I did one for the engine, and ran the lights through the stand. Well, I did a kind of a channel in here, but again, the stand was getting weak. So I tacked the wires down, and I put a piece of styrene here just to hide the wires, and made it actually more sturdy. So that's a good thing. But I had to fill in a little bit with putty, and let me say this. I don't have tube putty anymore, and that's Bondo or any of that. I quit using it. Now it does have its purpose, and that's fine. You know, if you need to use it, I use, and you've all seen me preach on it before, melted styrene with MEK. Cut you up some sprue, just cut them up in chunks, put them in a glass jar, put you in some model glue, MEK, Testor's liquid cement, let it dissolve for about a day, and you can, let me give you an example here. You can make it thick, you can make it thin, depending on how you want to do it. This is white styrene, and it's not a, you can keep it for a long time, but if you, that's pretty thick, and you can sculpt with it. I can sculpt a little bit with it. I don't know how some of the master figure sculptors do it, but anyway, there must be another little trick that I haven't learned yet. But anyway, you can't keep it, forever. It's basically, I'll say a couple months, and it lasts you a long time. And basically, every kit that you build, it's got a supply of sprue. Now, the best putty sprue, I think, and I've had this a long time, that is 70s, basically Tamiya plastic, and I mean it is perfect consistency here. It's just great stuff, and you can use it on, every kit. Plastic. You can also use it on resin if you want to. But if you use this type of putty, it's basically sanding, the model. You just, add a little bit, and you don't have to deal with, Bondo, shrinking or anything. This stuff never shrinks. But anyway, that's what I did on the stand here. And then I like to use Vallejo's acrylic putty, and I had a little bit of where I sanded a little rough, so I filled that in, waiting for that to dry so I can sand that. And again, I don't like to bore everyone, but I did get the pilots in, and they were just painted white with basically a gray wash, and barely, basically a drop of flesh paint for the skin tone, hair, and then put a little bit of a wash on that because it's 1/96 scale. You are not going to see it. And then I started to try and put a wash on the instrument panels, and I was working my way back. Basically, you're going to make the washes, the shadows, if you will. Then, once I get everything painted, I got to put this on, and this thing is crooked. I don't think it just is. If you really want to get down to it, and I don't know if I can, if it don't fall off, it's just crooked. So I'm going to have to basically get it down on one side and hope and pray and work and get it to fit. I got it bent mostly back to shape, but that thing is, I guess for its age and for how thin it is, it's just crooked. But anyway, the frame will go on, and we'll put it on, and basically the shadows, hide everything. And I wanted to keep this feature because it is, late 50s, 60s, and I think it looks cool. And then basically I just got to put the fin on, do a little painting, and then decide if I want to put Mr. Roboto on there. Anyway, I did like that they added a robot to go with the ship, almost, Maximilian, Black Hole-ish. But anyway, that's where I am on the moon ship. So hopefully I can get a little more done in the next couple days. But anyway, I wanted to show that before I get a little further ahead. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. Oh, I did forget. I filled in you're supposed to get a ski landing skid. I filled that in with a styrene strip, and I think still in flight. That's what we like. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. Working on the moon ship, and I always like to talk about liquid styrene. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for next exciting episode.